Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm here with Darren Barnfield and his Bell 47.
Yep, 1971 Bell 47 G5A, which is the last one that they produced production-wise. All right, let's get this party started.
Yep.
All right, can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Over the lifetime of the production, they produced 5,600 models. So they produced, over 30 years, nearly 6,000 models, and there's still over 1,000 models flying around the world. At one stage there was more helicopters flying than were actually produced at the factory because there was such an incredible amount of parts produced for them. People would basically build up a machine out of parts and off they'd go. So incredibly reliable. It's a first generation helicopter.
Yeah.
I always tell people that it was designed by engineers, not by accountants. So everything on it's probably over engineered like they did back in the day. It's proven technology. Here we are now, 54 years later.
Yeah.
This machine's got about 9,500 hours total time. The engine is a Lycoming VO435, which is a short stroke high compression engine, so 6-cylinder. The gearbox is directly bolted to the top of the engine, and it has a double row of planetary gears in it, which is about a 9-to-1 ratio. So, for ease of terms, we just say for 3,000 engine RPM, the rotor's doing 300 rotor RPM.
Right.
So engine, because it's a short stroke high compression engine, has a 12-year or 1,200 hour life expectancy.
Yeah.
So the engine's lifed, the main rotor blades have a 5,000 hour total life on them.
Yeah.
And then they're unserviceable, 2,500 hours on the tail rotor blades. Generally, as far as helicopters go, apart from a couple of the lifed items, everything else is pretty much on condition. So as far as a privately owned helicopter, the best around, unlike other brands that have a mandatory overhaul period when they hit a certain hour and calendar. This machine can basically sit in a hangar, not cost you a lot of money because of the way that it's built. There's an X-ray inspection on the fuselage every 2 years to check for corrosion. It's a first generation helicopter. It's not known for its speed, so it's more for comfort than for speed.
What sort of speed does it cruise at?
It's got a V&E, so I don't go past speed of 91 knots.
Okay.
It'll quite comfortably cruise around between 60 and 90, depending on how much power and how much fuel you want to burn. But generally, for local flights around here, I would just cruise around at 65 to 75 knots. Canopy, the bubble, which everyone knows from the TV series Skippy. Just gives you an unparalleled
experience with the visibility. Tell me about this particular aircraft.
So Larry, as I affectionately call it, it was more of an homage to Larry Bell. So Arthur M. Young was the designer of the Bell 47. It's certainly not the first helicopter. Sikorsky has the honour of that. But the Bell helicopter was the first certified helicopter in the world.
Okay.
So anything it did was, of course, the first. So it was the first to land on the grounds of the White House. It was the first helicopter to be used in all branches of the United States military. NASA have used it. It was used during the Korean War, where the earlier models had big wooden blades. These are steel and aluminium. The earlier ones were spruce laminated. This has got a 260 horsepower engine in it. The earlier ones had about 180 to 200 horsepower. I said before, the G5A was the last of the models that they built, so they were trying to get the weight off it. It's 11 inches wider in the cockpit, so you can put 3 people in. A pilot and 2 passengers. The Korean versions were a lot narrower, smaller, but they would put a pilot, usually an injured soldier, inside, and then they had panniers either side. Your beds, your stretchers. So they would basically strap them on out here, put a cover over the top of them and fly them out of the airfield, and they were usually so far overweight that the helicopter would effectively be able to get just off the ground, and then they'd waddle it until they picked up speed, and then they'd head off back to the MASH, the Mobile Army Surgical Hospital outposts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Larry was built in Texas at the Bell factory in 1971.
Okay.
Was then exported to Australia, where it was used over its last 54 years, primary training, ag work, mustering, private use.
Yeah.
It's been on and off the Australian Register a couple of times. It's been in New Zealand and done some joy flights over there. I've been the custodian of Larry now for the last going on 11 years.
Yeah.
And in that time we rebuilt the engine, the gearbox, all the primary flight controls. It'll be flying at the air show on the 1st of March, just doing a handling display.